It's a unique day. Never have so many parliamentarians from around the world come together in one place to talk about mindfulness and its role in politics and in society.
This is a kind of conversation that's never really happened before on planet Earth, where scientists and politicians and meditators are all getting together to talk about the confluence of mindfulness and meditative awareness and compassion and kindness and wisdom with the work of governing.
As the day has progressed, it's just been quite amazing, because I don't think I'd really realized how important mindfulness was. But now I kind of feel like it's the missing piece in a lot of things.
If you cannot lead yourself, how can you lead someone else?
So cultivating intimacy with the present moment is not some kind of luxury, it's, I would say, an absolute necessity for living life fully and as if it really mattered, and recruiting the full dimensionality of your being to it.
Maybe to change the world, the best way is to give people the tools to be their best self.
Does MBCT work as a way of teaching the skills to stay well if they are very vulnerable to depression? The answer from 10 randomized controlled trials is, compared to usual care, definitively yes.
We have a lot to learn from UK with the mindfulness report and in how many different fields of society mindfulness has been used.
Someone spending 30 years of their life in custody costs the taxpayer £1 million. That's one person. Mindfulness is a uniquely simple, powerful and scientifically validated technique, and we believe that it has to be placed at the heart of our reform.
I was very inspired this afternoon by, for instance, the man who had 30 years of prison behind him and said, "I find my life back because of mindfulness."
That was so touching. Listen to those people, how this technique has changed their lives in positive ways.
But the health and wealth and flourishing of your nation and your children and your young people is something that should unite political parties and has united political parties.
We have a lot in common, that we can come together and try and look for new solutions, and mindfulness is one of those new old solutions, reborn in a modern context. So I think what it has done is it's given a new perspective to MPs. I think it's calmed a few MPs down. That there are many things that unite us, as well as the things on policy that divide us. And absolutely, be it Chris or other members from the Liberals or Labour Party or whatever, we all get on, I think, a bit better because of this initiative.
I think that any decision maker need to have a clear mind. And sometimes when you are into this stressing environment and very aggressive environment, you end up losing the point, losing your clarity of views, and doing stuff just because there's pressure.
Being aware of your thoughts and emotions makes it also possible to reflect on them, therefore making better solutions.
And mindfulness and meditation for me is really enabling me to stay in touch with what is most important to me, my own values, being able to let go of the stress.
More clear-minded, hopefully better decision-making, creativeness, but also what I miss in politics in Finland and globally is kindness and heartfulness.
I'm really pleased that actually mindfulness has now become something that we talk about as politicians, and how we deal with all the pressures that we face, and how we can spread that across the world.
If we can move away from this very kind of cold individualism into politicians being more connected to the effect that their decision making is having, then we can work against that and become more compassionate. So I think that this is incredibly necessary for people who have a lot of power.
When ethics comes into the picture, when doing the right thing comes into the picture, and self-interest that may not be in the larger interest, then this is truly a liberative practice.
There needs to be some practical political outcomes from this meeting here today. If you were to go back to your parliaments and just say, can we please have an analysis of this? So thank you very much, or as we say in Wales, diolch yn fawr iawn.
Bravo.